Hello, my name is Maria and I'm 36. So today I wanted to talk to you about two different home beauty gadgets that I would totally recommend. This video is not sponsored. These brands do not know that I have purchased these items with my own money, so I'm not in any way affiliated. The only two beauty devices that I have, and I have researched them both very deeply, and I have tried them now for a long time, that I can actually see the results, and I do recommend them. After a certain age, start thinking about how to prolong your youth, how to increase and boost your charm, how to find ways to beautify yourself. So of course it doesn't come just from the outside, it all comes from the inside, truly. I think the inclusion of meditation, somewhat looking at what you're eating, and some kind of movement and exercise, and caring for yourself mentally, what you put in your body and what you put in your brain is way more important than anything else you can do with your outside. So a few months back, I was getting a little bit more self-conscious about certain lines that I've been getting. First of all, I've been getting this one more and more prolonged, but it was caused by stress. As soon as I was starting to meditate, and I kept up my routine of meditation on almost daily basis, and I still keep it up on at least a few times a week, I've noticed this is vanishing. Surprisingly, my face is more relaxed. I'm not as stressed out as much, even though there's still stresses in the world, but my attitude changed a little bit. So I've noticed that my wrinkles here relaxed naturally. But in around April, I went to see a cosmetologist, a very popular esthetician location in my area, and they have suggested for me to do Botox, and they offered me 22 of whatever measurement it is, and I've researched it, and it's like the strongest you can get, so there's like nothing happening, and it really scared me. Honestly, I felt like maybe I was ready, but I wasn't ready. So I went home, didn't get any procedures done. Same thing, I asked about the crow's feet here. Same thing, there were different procedures. I wanted to do a laser on the face or microneedling. I researched it, it's so expensive. It's like $500 for one treatment in my area, and you need like 3 of them. So I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so much money. And I just figured I'll start researching on things that I can do myself at home to continue with my youth, and then prolong the aging a little bit longer and do a more gradual aging as much as I can. So after all the rambling, here it is. So after a few weeks of researching of what home beauty device I wanted to use, I have stopped on this one, Stop VX by Tripollar, and it's an FDA approved home beauty device, and it helps, it's a device for treatment of mild to moderate facial wrinkles. It has studies that are posted online that you can go through, so it's actually proven to be working. Now, I'm not going to go through the whole information about the device. If you're interested, you're welcome to research it, but there are certain skin types that do not work with this device. I believe they're working on something, maybe already have created something for deeper skin tones. So just an FYI, research it before you purchase it. And also extremely light, so basically on both spectrums, which I am actually pretty light color, but it still worked on me. So I decided to try it for 6 weeks, just like they suggest. So you do 2 to 3 times a week, every other day or so, and you do these treatments for about 20 minutes, and you start in circular motions. Throughout this section, I'll be showing you some videos of me actually doing it at different times in the beginning, and now actually today, this morning. Okay, so this device has these electrodes and a measuring of temperature in the middle. It has a power button, and indicators. And also it has this little sensor that will light up once the device reaches a certain temperature. It is powered by cord, so you have to have it always. You have to keep it away from water. Your pack will arrive with this kind of gel. It's a preparation gel. Basically creates a connection between the electrodes and your skin. So what I have noticed the most is the lift of the jowls. I cannot stress it enough. I don't know exactly what happens. First, when you look at yourself, it's not like it's erased, but something is toned. So after a few weeks, I remember my mom and my sister were like, "You look great. What are you doing? Like, what's happening?" And they can't pinpoint exactly what is different, but they're like, a lot of people like, "You look amazing. Like something changed. What did you do?" And the thing is, I didn't do anything. I used this device just as recommended, and I truly saw the difference. I don't know. It didn't do much on my neck, I must say. Just because you cannot use it on certain areas, like around your thyroid or under your chin right here. You cannot use it on your nose and around the eyeballs and like on your lips directly. I do have to say, when I do this procedure, I do come quite close to my eyes. Even though they say not to come close to your eyes, I do it very gently and very quickly so it doesn't heat up as much. And I have noticed the difference in my under eye wrinkles. It's not disappearing, it's toning it and makes it appear just more smoother, but it doesn't actually remove them fully. It's such an interesting combination, but I do see the difference. Most of the difference I usually see after a few hours of using it, up to about 2 days after. There's a lot in the instruction book. You separate your face into different regions. Red is a no-go, so you don't go close. So they also have electronic vibration, which is ELV. It's the feature that delivers a tingling sensation while using the device as a reminder to keep the device in constant motion. So it really feels like you're getting honestly shot with electricity. It kind of feels like a little zapping constantly like this. And you can actually see some of your muscles moving with the device as you're gliding it up and down. And you do it only on the bony areas of your face. So I do it on my jaw here. And again, I'm not vouching, don't take my advice, okay? I'm just saying what I'm doing. I'm not saying it's right or you should do it. But I have noticed if I do it also on the bony area right here for just like literally 2 seconds, like this 1, 2, and it just zaps right here on the bone. And then I do above my eyebrow, same thing like this, just 1, 2, and then I take it away and then do more on the jaw on the bottom here. It I feel it creates the lift. I feel like it's truly working. So this device is a radio frequency RF device based on the well-established tripolar technology. The technology is based on 4 electrodes designed to transmit thermal, so heat, energy into the deep layers of the skin in order to trigger collagen remodeling that will reduce the appearance of wrinkles and improve your skin tone and texture. Tripolar radio frequency technology combines the delivery of controlled deep heat into the skin while preserving the external layer, the epidermis. I've also been on their forums, and a lot of people are saying that RF burns the fat, the buccal fat that's in your face that you want to keep your face looking young and plush and not plush and like, you know, more plump and youthful. Honestly, I don't see it. I don't see it actually burning any fat. I don't feel like I have any kind of hollowing in my face. I do feel the texture of my skin is better. I do feel my pores are looking a little bit more evened out. My skin tone is really, I feel like it's more due to retinol. I use retinol every other day when I don't use this device, and then I also do glycolic acid peels like maybe once a week. Also not at the same time with this one, so I always spread everything out throughout the week. But almost every day I do some kind of procedure for my skin. So again, I don't see the difference on my neck, almost nothing at all. I do see the difference in, I believe it's, well, I forgot, sorry, in these folds and in the jowls area. It costs about $630, I believe last time I looked, very expensive. It's very expensive. I don't know what else to say. It's very expensive, but the amount that you use it for, the quality that you get, the actual results that you can see over time building up, and you can use it for many years ahead until it obviously stops working. The only investment that you do on top is buying the gel. I buy their specific gel. It's about $50 for the little tube, but it does last you like at least 6 months, which is worth it if you're doing it every other day. You know, it's a lot of lotion. So a little bit goes a long way. Truly recommend it. I don't know. I love it. Again, expensive, but to me, it was totally worth it. Again, in my mind, for some reason, me doing this on a consistent basis, number one, helps me feel like I'm in control of my own body. Number two, gives me time to create a beauty routine for myself. I find those 20 minutes because I see the difference. So I find those 20 minutes now every week. Before it was, every other day. But I listen to like beautiful affirmations or some kind of pretty video that I enjoy, and it helps. I don't know, it makes you feel even better about yourself. It makes you feel like you're doing something, like as if you're exercising, but it's for your skin. That sensation of you doing something for you versus going to a salon, giving like sort of say $500 to $1,000 for one treatment and walking away. Yes, you get immediate results, very quick, but same thing, they subside. This one, you're doing it yourself. So just an FYI. So then another device that I have purchased a few weeks back, and I've been using it for about 5 weeks now. This is my 5th week. The trial is from 4 weeks to 12 weeks, I believe. And this is Braun Silk Expert Pro 5 hair laser treatment. So this costs about $300. When I was purchasing it, I found a coupon for their website. So you can look for that too. So it was a little bit less expensive. This is my 5th week now that I'm using it, and I see the difference. Okay. First 2 weeks didn't see any difference. So you basically shave your legs, and then you just start shooting yourself with this thing. And so how it works is you shave your legs, close shave it, I believe, and then you use this device. They have different tops. This is the wider top, and then they have also a skinnier, smaller one that you can use above your lip, on your face, in your armpits, or closer to your bikini area. And then you would put this big one on larger areas like your thighs and your legs and so forth. It hurts. Okay. Every time you press, it feels like a big zap of electric shock, and it shoots you about like 60 to 100 times on one leg, for example. So it's quite painful at sometimes. So I try to switch to a more gentler setting, which they have option here for. It shoots a very bright red light. Super uncomfortable to look at it, and you're probably not supposed to look at it. I'm even thinking of looking into like buying some kind of protective glasses for it, but they didn't say anything about it, so I wasn't sure if I need to. It does take time. It takes me about at least an hour. Yeah, that's a long time. At least an hour to do. I do my armpits, my bikini line, and both of my legs fully. So thighs on all sides, and then my lower legs all sides as well. Right now, I see on the 5th week, half of my legs are naked. Okay. The other areas have still longer growing out hair. It looks more like a week enough of growth, but it just reminds me that I should just go more firmly on those areas, or just pay closer attention to the areas where the hair is a little longer. Just remember to myself where I need to do a bit more coverage when I staple them with this zapping thing. And I don't know, I was very surprised. After just 4 weeks, I shave once a week, and my upper legs, like my thighs, I don't have to shave at all. It it feels like a little peach fuzz on some areas, and on others it's just nothing. They're just empty. It's like it looks like as if I just shaved them or like did some kind of other treatments, because I still feel them, but they feel like so thin. And I'm so obsessed about it because I'm one of those people who gets weird itching. I think I have very sensitive skin, and when I first shaved my legs, the next 2 days when the hair is starting to grow out, my legs itch like a bitch, okay? Like I put any kind of lotion, oils, whatever you want. It hurts, and I scratch so much that sometimes I bruise myself, and it's very embarrassing to say. That's why I started looking at something also more professional, more on a larger scale that I can do at home by myself. Same thing. Before I've invested into this one, I had a consultation in a beauty salon, and they told me that my legs and armpits would cost me $3,700. And I hung up the phone at that point. Because I don't know. It just, to me, it sounded crazy. I don't understand. Anyway, so to me, it sounded crazy. I understand they're different people from different walks of life. To me, it was unreasonable. Okay, so I found this one with a discount code under $300. Worth it. Worth every goddamn penny to me. I understand it's also a very costly device, but because it works, I stand by it. I know there's other also devices on the market, and when I was reading a lot of reviews, people were saying, you get what you pay for if you're buying a brand that you don't know, which Braun is a very famous brand, and it has established its own category in really all electronics like this. So I went with them instead of any other brand just because I know Braun. So to me, it was a better choice. And the price was nice too. Okay. So that's that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was interesting and fun to watch. Again, these are the only 2 devices that I would recommend. If you're interested, I can give you recommendations on other beauty products that I can vouch for as of right now. And thank you for watching. Okay, bye-bye.